Hey, hello all. Welcome to our first ever video tutorial of our channel AlphaTech. This channel is exclusively created to teach you all the coding languages and that makes you a techie guy. So today we will be starting with our first ever video and our first ever video will be about SQL. So don't be confused by looking at this interface that I had shown you on the screen. And this is MySQL Workbench, where we will be learning and we will be executing all the SQL commands. So firstly, I would like to tell you about how we write comments in SQL. So to write comments, we have two ways. So first thing is that to write single line comments, we use double hyphens and we say comment. And to write multiple line comment, we use backslash and asterisk and we write this as a comment which we write for multi-line comment. So first thing, what do you mean by comment? Comment is something that we use for clear explanations, which means these are the lines that we write in between of the code to understand what the lines are meant for. And if some developer or some other programmer reads that lines, they need to understand what we had written on the interface, right? So for that, these comments helps us. You might had even gone through comments before in previous coding languages like Python, C programming or something, and the same applies here. Comment is a line of lines that we write to explain more about the lines that we are writing in a code. Done. And to execute this in the MySQL workbench, we need to click on this. So I'm just uh, placing my cursor on this symbol, lightning symbol, and it says execute the selected portion of the script of everything if there is no selection, which means it runs the entire command that we are run. Actually, commands will not be shown here in the outputs, so we will be just executing them. That's it. No any output is uh, showed or showcased in the output panel. Done. And now we will be looking into what is data and why we need SQL and why is this workbench needed and why is this interface needed, right? So first thing is that let me explain what is data. So generally what we call a data is that nothing but an information, right? The information might be in many formats, information or some raw data. This information might be in many different ways which include videos, texts, audios, images, and many more, right? So that's what data is. The organized information that's helpful for us is called what data is. Yeah. So yes, Praneeth, you are saying that what is data? It's just the collection of information, and the information is in many ways. But I had gone through what is database, and I also have the same doubt, right? So I'll tell you what is database. Database. So database is nothing but collection of information and a place to store. Yes, database is nothing but a collection of information and a place to store. For example, We had seen memory cards, hard disks, internal memory of our systems, laptops or systems or gadgets. And we can even say in older days we used to use CDs, DVD, pen drives, and more. Right. All these are databases that we use to store our data. Right. Done. And now, so we know what is database, and we come across the term called as database management system. If you ask me what is database management system, I would tell you one thing. Database management system is nothing but the collection of databases. Yes, it's nothing but the collection of databases. So first thing is that what we need to understand is we need to have data. It might be in any other format like videos, audios, texts, and many others. I'm just dragging this for clear visibility of our texts. And and this data is stored in a device or at any place. And that collection of information that stores our data is called as database. And this collection of database is called as DBMS, which is database management system. And now I need to tell you that RDBMS is also part of our curriculum. I mean, we will be also learning about what is RDBMS. RDBMS is nothing but relational database management system, which means the data is stored in tabular format with rows and columns. Yes. So we might had uh, gone through Excel, right? So this is how a table looks like, right? These are these are rows and these are columns, right? So our data will be stored in this tabular format. I would say it's not stored in Excel, but it's stored in the tabular format. That's what we call it as relational database management system. And what do you mean by SQL? What's the abbreviation for that? SQL is nothing but structured query language, which means a programming language that is used to interact with databases, which helps us in retrieving the data. Sorry, I might be wrong with the spellings. Please bear with me. Retrieving the data. Retrieving in the sense to fetch the data. Fetching the data, which means getting the data. Yes. So right now we had gone through basic fundamentals of what we need to understand before learning SQL, right? So we had gone through what are comments. Remember, we'll be using this single line comment and multi-line comment. One second. Let me paste them below the comments so that it would be easy for us while taking the notes. This is single line comment, and this double hyphens are used for representing single line comment, and this will be multi-line comment. Backslash symbol along with asterisk is used for multi-line comment. Done. So right now we had gone through what are comments and what are the types of comments we have and the basic information about data, database, database management system and relational database management system and the language that we use to fetch the data from this database management system, which is SQL. I hope you are capable enough to understand all these simple terminologies, and this can help us in moving with further videos. Thank you. And in the next videos, we will be going to learn what are the commands that are included in SQL and how do we need to use them to fetch the data. Thank you.